Congratulations, you now have your Tier 2 visa to stay in the UK. You are thinking of how to bring your dependents to live with you in the UK. You want to apply for the Tier 2 dependent visa for your immediate family to live with you in the UK. We are going to look at how to apply for this visa today. We will look at the eligibility, requirements, cost, duration, some reasons why you can be refused the Tier 2 dependent visa. Before you apply this visa for your dependent to join you in the UK, you should be holding one of these visas I'm coming to mention. The Tier 2 Skilled Worker Visa, Tier 2 Health and Care Visa, Tier 2 Minister of Religion Visa, Tier 2 Spokesperson, Tier 2 Intra-Company Transfer Visa, or you should be a British citizen or someone with indefinite leave to remain. So if you have all these visas, you are eligible to apply for a dependent visa for your dependent to join you in the UK. Now, let's look at those who qualify to be your dependent in the UK. They are your immediate family members, or the nuclear family. And with this, I mean your partner and your children, In UK, partnership can be in several forms. The person can be either your wife or your husband. The person can be someone that you have a civil partnership with. Or your unmarried partner is even regarded as a partner in the UK. And with regards to the unmarried partner and for the purposes of the UK Tier 2 dependent visa, you should be together with the person for at least 2 years for the person to be regarded as your unmarried partner. Now, let me remind you, the UK does not recognize polygamy. So if you have a second, a third, or a fourth wife, the person cannot be your dependent in the UK. Also, the UK doesn't recognize marrying somebody who is underage. So if you are married to someone who is underage in your home country, you can't bring the person to the UK as your dependent. Now, let's look at your children who qualify to be your dependent in the UK. Any child of yours who is under 18 years and is living outside the UK at the time you are applying for the visa is qualified to be your dependent in the UK. If your child lives with you in the UK and is even above 18 years, but the child is your dependent in the UK, the child also qualifies to be your dependent. There are two different ways of applying for the UK Tier 2 dependent visa. The first way is when your dependents are already living in the UK, there is a different process of applying. And if your dependents are living outside the UK, there is also different way of applying. My video currently will focus when your dependents are living outside the UK. Now let's look at all the documents and the requirements you need in order to apply for this Tier 2 dependent visa. Let's start with the partners first. You have to prove a genuine relationship with your partner. You have to prove to the UK government that you have a genuine relationship with your partner. How do you prove this? If you are married, then of course you're going to use your marriage certificate. If you are in a civil partnership, then you are going to show the UK government that civil partnership documents both of you have. If you are not married, just as I said, if the person is an unmarried partner, you should have lived with the person for 2 continuous years. You should also provide some evidence, such as pictures both of you have taken together, letters both of you have sent to yourselves, some private social media communication, or if you have sent any money transfer or any gift to the person, you just show evidence of all this to show that indeed the person is your genuine partner. Now, with regards to children, you also have to prove beyond all doubt that the person you are bringing to the UK is indeed your child. How do you prove this? You use the child's birth certificate, which is bearing your name, the child's name, and your spouse's name on the birth certificate. If you guys divorced, let's say if you divorced the child's mom or the child's dad, so your current wife, it's not the child's mom or the child's dad, you have to prove evidence of this. Also, if you have any communication with a child through private social media messaging, if you've taken any pictures with a child, if you have sent any gift, any international money transfers to the child, you can use all these as evidence of your relationship with him or her. Now guys, listen to this information very well. You can't apply for the Tier 2 dependent visa for your children to join you in the UK whilst leaving your spouse behind. If you want to bring your children to the UK as your dependent, then your wife or your husband who is in overseas country has to also travel with them as dependents in the UK. The applications are done separately. They are not done together. But I just want to remind you, if you apply for only your children to come to the UK and leave your wife or your husband behind, your visa will be denied. The only circumstances under which you can apply for your children to come to the UK without your spouse is when your spouse has passed away. Okay, you show evidence that your husband or your wife has died. The second one is when you show evidence that you have the sole responsibility of the children. When you show evidence that you have the sole responsibility of the children. Okay, so apart from these reasons, you will not be allowed to bring only the children to the UK without adding your husband or your wife who is also in overseas country. Let's now look at the financial requirements. You should prove to the UK government beyond all doubt that you have enough finances to take care of yourself and also to take care of your dependents when they come to the country. It is not always that you have to show your bank statement. If on your certificate of sponsorship it's been stated on it that your employer is willing to take care of you and your family when they come around, then you don't need to provide any bank account. But if it has not been stated, then you need to prove to the UK government that you have money in your bank account. Now, what is the amount of money that you have to get? On the UK government website, they have stated that if you are applying for your partner, you should get at least £285 in your account. If you are applying for one child, you should get at least £315. If you are applying for any additional child, then you should get additional £200 in your account. In order to support yourself and your application, you should also get £1,270 in your account. All these monies should be in your account at least 28 days prior to you applying for the visa. I would also advise you that you get more money in your account, and instead of the 28 days, you can even double that. So you plan of applying for this visa 2 months before you apply for the visa. You just save a lot of money in your account to show that you have enough finances to support yourself and to support your dependents when they come over to the UK. Also, in addition to the financial document, you can provide some couple of months pay slip to show that you have a steady earning and you have a job in the UK. And you can also provide a letter from your employers with your employer's letterhead that shows that you are actually employed in the company in the UK. So for example, if you're a nurse, okay, you can ask your hospital HR to draft a letter which states that you are an employer in the hospital. These two requirements are not stated on the UK government website, but I think it helps, improve the probability of your visa being approved. Okay, it helps enrich all your documents that you are given. It's not stated on the UK government website, but a lot of people have used this and they have also been successful. So you can show them your payslip and a letter from your employer that shows that you are working for that particular company in the UK. Let's now talk about additional documents. You should get a proof of accommodation. You should prove to the government that you have enough accommodation for your dependents who are coming to live with you in the UK. How do you prove this? Whenever we rent a house, a flat, or whenever we rent an apartment in the UK, we are given a rent agreement. So you use this rent agreement as a proof to the government that you have enough accommodation for your dependents. And here, this is just an advice. If you are bringing your wife only to the UK and you have your double bedroom, which has been stated on the rent agreement that two people can live in, then you are okay. But if you are bringing, let's say, your wife and your two kids to the UK, then you should get an apartment with multiple rooms. So you prove to the UK government that you have enough accommodation when they come. Also with the other documents, remember, for you, the Tier 2 visa holder in the UK, they will require your traveling passport and your biometric residence permits. So just be mindful of this. Now, for your dependents who are in overseas country, who are here to join you, they will have to go for a police clearance form in whichever country that they live in. They will also have to do a tuberculosis test at the International Office for Immigration. They have to do the tuberculosis test. They also have to provide 2 passport size photographs. They have to provide their traveling passport. These are all part of the other requirements. We will look at the application process. Okay, I'll take you through some aspects of the application process, and I will also leave the link for the Tier 2 dependent visa application in this video's description. Now, before then, I just want to pass on this information. The duration for the dependent visa is the same as the duration for your visa. So if you are left with, let's say, 2 years on your Tier 2 visa for your visa to expire, whenever you apply for a dependent visa, your dependent will also be given 2 years. If your visa expires, then automatically your dependent visa also expires. If you extend your visa, your dependent can also extend his or her visa. Let's head straight on to the UK government website and look at how we can apply for this visa if we have the Tier 2 skilled worker visa in the UK. This is the UK government website, and we scroll straight down onto apply from outside the UK. Your partner and children must either apply online as your partner or apply online as your child. Let's select the child because that is quite complicated. The partner one is very easy, okay? So let's apply as the child. Now, we are being asked where we want to live in the UK. We are not living in the UK Crown dependency, okay? So we will select no. Now, we are being asked if we hold any EU, EAA or Swiss passport. No again. We are from Africa. Now, confirm your type of visas. So we have the partner dependent visa. We also have the child dependent visa. We want to check the child dependent visa first. Okay. Now select a country to provide your biometrics. So you just type in your home country, the country that you came from. So my country is Ghana. So I select Ghana here. I move on to the next one. And they are asking if we have checked for visa application locations in Ghana. We have visa application locations in almost every country in the world when you are applying for the UK visa. Yes, in Ghana it is in Accra, so I have identified one. Now here it says that if you hold these visas, okay, you can also use this process to apply. Just as I said, I'm specifically choosing the Tier 2 skilled worker visa to apply for this dependent visa for my child, okay? And there are some instructions here. Now, the instructions here, most importantly, it says how to apply. You need to complete the application form and answer in English. You pay the health surcharge money, pay for the visa application fee, provide your biometrics, that is fingerprint and facial photograph for the biometric residence permit. The health surcharge is the money that we pay in order to start using the National Health Insurance Service in the UK. Now, there are times during the COVID period that we were exempted. Currently, I'm not sure if that exemption is still there, but guys, I'll leave you this link so that you can read more to yourself. So let's go back to our visa application process. Now here it says apply now, okay? Now we are being asked, do you want to start a new application? Yes, we want to start a new application. If you have already opened an application, that's if you have an application ongoing and you didn't finish, you just open here, put in your login details, then you continue. But if you are now starting an application, then you select this one here. And it says register an email. Now, most importantly, the email you put here is not the email address for the person who is in the UK. It is the email address for the person who is living outside the UK. If the person is a minor, okay, you can use the email address of either your wife or your husband who is living outside the UK. If both of you are living in the UK, then you can use your email address for your child, okay? But if you're applying for your partner, you shouldn't put your email address here. It's your partner who is in overseas countries' email address that should be here. So when you put in your email address, you save and you continue. I can't continue from here because I'm not applying for myself. But the processes are just in 5 stages. So you start, you apply, you provide documents, the declaration, you pay, then you do further actions. Okay. Now, after applying, you have to go for your biometrics to be done. You have the opportunity to either upload your document online or send your document to the TLS Contact Service Center, okay? To the TLS Contact Service Center, and it is UK Visa Application Center. You select whichever country that you applied from. So here, let me look for Ghana. So Ghana is here. Then you submit. Now when you submit, you only have to book a place with them. You have to book a place with a TLS Contact Service Center. Then you go for your biometric. If you have to submit any document, you can submit a document to them. Then they will scan your information for you. Let's quickly look at some of the reasons why you can be refused your UK Tier 2 dependent visa. 1. If the person who you are going to be the dependent of did not enter the UK with the required visa, or the person's visa is already expired in the UK, then you the dependent, your visa will be denied. 2. If you the dependent has a history of overstaying in the UK, that is, for example, if you came to the UK with a visitor's visa where you have to live within 6 months, but you chose to overstay more than 6 months, because you have that history, you could be denied your dependent visa, although this visa is not even linked with that visitor's visa. The third one, if the person you are coming to depend on in the UK doesn't provide some necessary documents like the financial document, like the accommodation document, the employment documents, if the person doesn't provide most documents, or if the person doesn't show that you are genuinely his or her dependent, you'll be denied the visa. Okay, so these are some of the few grounds where you can be denied your Tier 2 UK dependent visa. Thank you very much for watching me today. Thank you very much. My name is Mordecai. This is the Nature and Lifestyle channel. Please kindly subscribe if you haven't done so. If you are new here, kindly subscribe. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you very much for coming to watch us today. I hope this information I gave out helped you. If you don't understand anything, please ask me in this video's comment section. Thank you. See you another time.